Hi there everybody, and welcome to another episode of PM Unboxing and Reviews. Today I'm going to be talking about what I got for Christmas. What I got for Christmas was a $50 gift card from Amazon from my daughter. Now, I thought that I'd get myself a nice cell phone because I'm running LG Phoenix 3, which has 1.5 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of ROM. So I thought the next best bet would be to get something with a little bit higher Android because I'm running Android 7. So I looked online, and with my $50 gift card, I was able to get this Huawei Mate20 Clone for $50. Now, it didn't look too bad. It had Android 8 on it, that's apparently what it said, and it had 6 gigs of RAM and 6 gigs of ROM. And being that it said it was Android 8, and it was a Huawei Mate20 Clone, I thought, it can't be that bad. So I thought I'd give the phone a try. And because it was backed by Amazon, I thought, hey, they back by all their products and they stand by mostly everything that they have. So it won't be that bad for me. So if anything goes wrong, I can always call them up in their customer service and go from there. So we'll see what happens as I get the product. What I ended up getting was this nice package here, which had everything on it. It came from China, of course, before COVID-19. Okay. Inside was another package. Nice bubble wrap package here with a box inside. Let's take the box out. This is on the box. As you can see, there's a barcode here. And at the bottom there in the corner, you can see it says Mate20 664, and then brackets there, it says Wish. Oh dear. Now, this is the part where I shudder a little bit and groan. Because as I've heard, there's a lot of horror stories with Wish. Now, I'm hoping that mine won't be the same, but things that happen with Wish is whatever you see on Wish is not usually what it is. And it doesn't mean that it's always that way, but I've heard a lot of things about Wish like that. And I've ordered a few things myself from Wish, but it hasn't actually turned out the way that I wanted it to be. So this is a pretty plain box, except for that barcode as I showed you earlier. So let's see what's inside. Let's see what we're actually getting. So there's the top of the box. There's the phone, which we'll look at in a minute. And amazing. They give me one instruction manual and another user manual. I guess one for my left hand and one for my right hand. And they are identical in every way. These are generic books. There's nothing special about these books in any way, shape, or form. It tells you how to physically use them, but doesn't tell you about the specific device that you have at that time, which I think is kind of odd. So it's almost like a way in which to use Android as a failsafe, but it doesn't actually tell you about your device that you're getting, about what's on your device, what's there in the device, and so on and so on. So I just find it odd that they actually included two. One left hand and one right hand, I guess. Who knows. Inside here, you can get the basic generic stuff. You get a micro USB cord. Right. Get a couple cheapy headphones, which look like they're almost dollar store style. Wow, they look pretty bad. Holy cow. But at $50, you kind of have to think to yourself, this can't be that bad, realistically. And the charger is a... Oopsie. I believe it's a 1 amp. Yep, it's a 1 amp. Right there. So charging it wouldn't be too bad. It actually would charge at a relatively good speed. Ooh, this is the one thing I do like about it. A really nice silicone case, which covers the whole phone really nicely, and it has the proper cutouts. It's not cheaply made. Actually, it's really nice. It feels really nice to the touch. All the openings are really nice to it, so actually it feels really good. I'm actually surprised by that. But for the most part, it's very generic. Oh, a little bit of a cough. Get this all back in here. And now let's see what we get with our phone. So with the phone, it's back in here. The phone, we get the phone in two cases. One's a bubble wrap and one's just a plastic case. Put that back over here. And here's the phone. Feels not too bad, realistically. And on the back, it tells you what you get. You get the battery. There's a battery cover here. There's a removable battery inside. And then you can put 2 SIMs as well as an SD card. It says there's a fingerprint reader here. And it says that there's 3 cameras on here. Highly suspicious. I don't think that there is for $50. I don't think that there is a whole lot with the whole camera system there. There's the power button here. There's a volume rocker. And then at the bottom here, there's nothing. There's I think one side is the speaker. And on the top here, you've got your headphone jack and the charging port. On the other side, there's nothing. And if we turn it on, so now you see it's powering up, and it will not have any designation of any company. It'll just load and it will say Android, which is fine, because you already know it's not designated to any particular company. Now upon loading it up, I noticed something very peculiar. And people who have used a lot of Android devices and a lot of different devices before, they'll notice this as well too. That the loading in the operating system, when it loaded, does not look like 7, does not look like 6. It looks like something a lot more dated. Now I've had cell phones in the past. I've used them in the past, and I've looked at this and I said, this looks vaguely familiar, of an older Android. Nothing close to what we're using now. So I unlocked it, and I realized what that click was. Click to deny, because I'm not using Facebook on here. And now the basic operating of how it works here, it seems very suspicious. So I'm going to pull down the top. And now this is the suspicious part here, because this part here was on an Android 5 that I've used before, and this is what it looked like. So we're going to just close all this. And we're going to just run a diagnostic on this and see what it says. Let's deny that. Deny. Deny. It's running really horribly right now, and I don't know why. Let's do phone check. Well, this comes up with what it wants to check about your phone. And it'll check everything that you need to check. And unfortunately, it is an added device. So there's a lot of ads on here, unfortunately. So we'll just hit no thanks. So let's hit the report. This will take a minute. Hold on a second here. Oh my goodness. There we go. Guided test. Sorry about this, people. I'm getting a little bit new at this. Test the phone. Allow. Allow. So here we go. So here's all the information that came to me at this time, and it was kind of an eye-opener. So the device is called the Alpha M20. The brand is ALPS, which is a no-name brand. As you can see by the serial number, 0123456789, and then ABCDEF. It's not a real serial number, it's just a bulk. The real fun part is here. It said it was Android 8, Android 4.4.2, KitKat, which realistically means that this is 3 levels lower than what I'm physically using at this time. That's really sad. This is why it wouldn't run anything. I already crashed 4 times when I tried to use it earlier. As you can see, all this stuff here is a lot lower than what it needs to be. Let's go up to here. Now you can see where it says here, total is 466.7, available is 87.5. So you're running only 500 megs on here. That's pretty sad for that. And then for the internal storage, you've got about 2 gigs. 2 gigs of internal storage. And you're running at a memory of 500 megs. So this was a bit of a duping machine. I wasn't very happy with it, and I wasn't very happy with the way that it went. However, I will say that the one thing that was good about this was the fact that Amazon did stand behind their product. And the one thing that was good was the fact that the minute they heard that what was advertised was not what was being sold, they gave me a full refund of the product. And that was one thing I will say that I am very happy about with Amazon, was that even though it was advertised incorrectly, Amazon will stand by their product 100% because it's their platform. And it's their customer service base, and it's the way that they want to make their customers happy. So because of the fact that the person on Amazon was making a false claim saying that this is Android 8 running 6 gigs of RAM with 64 gigs of ROM, and it was only running Android 4 with 500 megs and 2 gigs of ROM, yeah, Amazon saw that as very much misleading. So they refunded all my money, and here's the device now, and I thought I'd show you a little bit of a video of buyer beware. So just in conclusion, if something seems a little bit too good to be true, then it probably is. This is Phil from PM Boxing and Reviews. You have yourself a good day. Bye now.